Live stream. Well, actually, it's morning here in the U.S. on the East Coast, but the time is 1:58 a.m. and the date is February 7th, 2018. I recently, I actually just now posted a video on YouTube about what I was planning on doing. Well, as you can probably tell, I'm going to be doing a rebuild of my Dell Latitude E6410. So, and I'm going to use my generic rebranded camera that I bought from Amazon to do said rebuild. So you guys can watch how I go and how I work. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch on over. Bang, bada bing, bada boom. We are here. So what I'm doing is replacing the cooler and the motherboard, because this motherboard has dedicated graphics. So let's go ahead and switch it up. I probably should update everything on the Twitch page. Let me do that real quick before I start. There we go. Alright, I should have... I can't get any more lighting up here. No, I'm not going to be able to get too much more lighting here. So, I'm going to get myself like an overhead light. Alright, first things first, make sure you disconnect the battery. Now the reason why I had to get a new motherboard for my laptop is because the CPU that I have in here, which is an Intel Core i7 6620M, doesn't have integrated graphics. So I had to buy a motherboard with integrated graphics. And this is going to be the screwdriver kit I will be using, which is some generic brand that I bought a long while ago, actually. I'm going to put that behind my keyboard. I always like putting stuff on my left side. Alright, so you will go on top of my greasy hat. Move that out of the way. Move my mic out of the way. On top of my old hard drive. By the way, that's the old CPU. By the way, I have a shot glass for some of the small screws and an old cover for my case. Fortunately, when I'm on PC mode, I can zoom in. By the way, in case you're wondering why I'm still up, it's because I always work third shift, so trying to maintain a steady sleep pattern, which is kind of hard to do in my life anymore these days. Probably should update on Facebook, let people know I am live. Go ahead and do that real quick. Get back here, screwdriver. I hope I spelled Twitch right. we go. There we go. After the teardown. Take this part off, over here. Ooh, I like that. Now how it connects, it's even better. Alright, so I gotta pop the cover off somehow. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and take whatever screws I can out. Get those on the corner here. I have to put their locker on it. Hey, by the way, if you ever wonder what the blue stuff is on the screws, it's actually a thread locker. It helps keep the screws from coming loose. And wherever you do, don't use the red stuff, which is the red thread locker, because you will have a very hard time getting that screw out. Because it's literally used to keep that fastener in permanently, and it's heavily used in the automotive field. But that's all the screws there that I can see. If I have a hard time getting my motherboard off, I will know. Okay, let's go ahead and flip it around, get the screws off the case. couple of screws there. Being those stubborn muffins. Alright, no screw there. Disconnect the Wi-Fi antennas. I never understood why there's 3 Wi-Fi antennas. By the way, this is actually my first teardown of this laptop. I think this screws are supposed to come out. Yeah, you should have a screwdriver with a flashlight in it. Yeah, I don't see anything with regular screws. By the way, if you want one of these, they're about $10 at Target. They're a Duralast brand. Not Duralast, crap. I forgot what the name of the brand was. Here we're pulling in. There's screws in the front I gotta take out. There's one I missed. Try not to bump the laptop up. When it comes to laptop disassembly, it's best to take your time, you know? Alright, once I get one started, you'll be able to get the rest. Ooh, let's not wreck that. And screw. Gotta love those. Alright, take the cooler off. I had to take it out of there anyway so I can get to CPU, which I want to take out of this board. Am I missing another screw somewhere? By the looks of it, yeah. Two of them. Yep. Yeah, I'm getting there. I might have to take the entire display off or get that front cover off. Actually, I should say top cover. should just be enough for where I need it. Now, right. There we go. All because of a damn cable. There's the little Bluetooth module I gotta transfer over to. Yeah, find something to support this with. There we go. I'm gonna move that elsewhere so I don't mess anything up with that. Tiny screw, so I set that aside. And there's a screw yet. Yep, two of them. So I believe two of them. key. The camera's still stuck on. Okay, see how that goes. Alright, that's done. Old motherboard out. Soon be putting the other one in. Alright. No, that's not being loud this time. Alright. This thing does have freaking dial up on it. That's what that little core's for. I really don't have use for it, so I should not worry about it. Yeah, I won't even worry about that card. does it plug into anyway? Yeah. Get me the old board. There's literally no plug. Oh well. No need for it. If I need it, then I'll buy one. By the looks of it, I think it actually goes right around here. I'm not too worried about it, you know. If I were, it's one part I don't often use. Hold on. That's what goes. Alright, I'll plug that in a little later. Okay, go ahead and remove the latch assembly here. There we go. I get the new motherboard in a little easier. Yeah, guess what? I gotta reconnect the video cable. So I gotta do that real quick. Oh, nope, never mind. That's that cable in the back that's in the way. It might be the actual charger cable here. Oops. I'm gonna make sure that's in place. Alright. Alright, go ahead and get that firewire plugged back up. Now I get to restart the assembly. I don't know what this small piece came from. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, Dell, didn't make this easy. Getting the motherboard back in. I get to put the little springs in. Yeah, that went smoother than expected. Usually little springs, they like to go flying on me. Also really helps to have some kind of fingernails. Alright. We'll leave that to the motherboard connections. Then we're going to put the Bluetooth back in. But I do have Bluetooth devices I like to use. Eh. That works. Alright. Bluetooth connection. So we have that. But I don't do well without Bluetooth. One of the small screws. Now I'm going to put the screws for the latch back in. Before I forget, or else I will have a hard time tearing this thing back apart. Surprisingly, it didn't take me that long to tear apart, you know. And here it is going on, what, 3 o'clock? I'm bound to forget something. And one thing that I don't have is a display port to HDMI cable. Because since I got a capture card in my main gaming system now. looks like that will be the last square I need to put on the motherboard. Alright. Bluetooth is in place. Don't need anything there. Always double check your connections, folks. I know some of you are probably thinking that probably took a preview of my live stream. I'm not wearing an anti-static wrist strap. For one, I'm not on carpeted surface, and I'm also not in dry, staticky / dusty environments. That's in. Alright. Yeah, plastic's a little marred up. That's okay. It's my own laptop, so I don't care. If it was a customer's laptop, then I would probably worry. Yeah, I gotta make sure I put the video cable back in there, else I won't get a signal. I imagine having a screwdriver, which I actually might have somewhere. I've actually got 2 of them. I don't feel like using them. And I have an adapter for this. No. And I'm hungry. That's in. Yeah, I might want to reconnect the video too. You know, a lot of the past laptops I had to deal with, I had to take the entire shell apart just to change the monitor. Well, the LCD display. If I have to with this one, all I have to do is just unscrew that, screw a couple of screws, boom, bada bing, bada boom. Good to go. Cables pressed back in here. Now I gotta get myself a wireless WAN card, one for mobile networks, so when I'm on the road, so I'm not using all my hotspot up. Alright. Good to go. Then I'm going to have to set date and time on this thing too. Now before I do anything, I want to make sure I update the BIOS. It's going to be one of the important things to do. So I'll be slapping the 620M in real quick. Do so. I don't know if the BIOS revision on the motherboard is up to date or what. Yeah, it actually goes to the CD drive. Yeah, I already have those screws in. I knew that. Alright, before I fully assemble this thing, I want to make sure everything, well, before I put all the rest of my stuff in, I want to make sure it'll boot up. Shiny new cooler. Somewhat shiny new. I'll go ahead and slap the 620M in real quick. About 4 gigs of RAM. Go from there. So we go triangle lines up to about here. like a glove. And lock it in place. Alright, that's clean. Our BIOS pad is going to get a little hot. Pressure sticker somewhere's underneath. I'm going to tighten that cooler down. Alright, grab a stick of RAM, then I'll shove the keyboard in momentarily so I can verify that this motherboard works. Moment of truth, people. So I don't have dedicated graphics. It'd be great for video editing. My connections. Alright, good to go. Alright, stick that in real quick. Just to show my battery is fully charged. And here we go. Do I have anything? Fan kicks on. Alright. That's not good. Another thing that looks the integrated GPU. Let's try a different RAM slot on this thing. Yes! We have life, people. Hey! Alright, let's see. System information. Core i7 M620. NVIDIA NVS 3100 I have. Cool. I got BIOS version A07. Here, just give you guys a quick look. Once I get a adapter that I need, then I will start using my capture card more often. Oops, sorry about that, folks. So there we have it. Hold on, let me see if I can't find my macro lens so you guys can actually see a little better. Yeah, if I remember where I put the dang thing. Probably on my desk behind me. Ugh, sat too long. What I like about this camera, it actually came with a macro lens. Yay! There we go. So we have a BIOS version A07. Asset tag doesn't have anything. Manufacturer date was back in 2011, so that's a little newer than what I had last time. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Guys, I got my old CPU in here. I want to check to see if my actual my M720 will go in. Alright, let's see. I gotta figure the date and time because it seems to think it's in 2011. Let's check system logs. Video. Holy crap, that's dark. Yeah, let's go ahead and disable that. I'm going to put the camera down real quick. Yep, she's at its max brightness. But yeah, we have life. By the way, hi. Alright, let's get you back on the tripod. Using that macro lens makes it a little more heavier. Alright. It's only 3:07. Oh, it took me a little over an hour to get this all good to go. So I can go ahead and screw the keyboard back down. And I'm not going to cover you guys up. But it's a wonder that I can actually use this thing with a macro lens that just twists on so I can get some close-ups. Which makes it a little easier for me in the long run. Okay. Alright, let's get this. Hey, no turny on you. Cool. Brick gold. I gotta make sure I find a way to keep that thing in place. Alright, let's compare to doing computer repair. I didn't screw anything up this time, which is a very good thing because, well, very most recent thing that I actually did recently that was new to me was doing the transfer on my 2000 Yukon Denali. And needless to say, that was actually a little bit on the fun side, especially when it came to that transmission seal. That was the biggest pain in the butt on that project. Okay, something tells me I'm probably missing a few screws. Let me double check. No. I think the screw goes there. I'm just, don't mind me, I'm just make sure I got every single screw I need back in place. No screws needed there, that goes to the... I guess I have everything. Coolio. Alright. First thing is the Wi-Fi card. Grab the tiny little screw. There we go, that's in place. Tuck that away. Alright, put this little cover back on. Is that for the other side? No. Hold on. Yeah, I did have that on the wrong side. It's called grabbing the right one for start. There we go. Alright, let's get this put in, which is for the Dell on thing, what you want to call it. Ugh. Now I think for craps and giggles I might try putting my quad core in Just hoping it doesn't get too hot. Alright. And I'm getting hungry. I'll go ahead and put my 8 gigs of RAM in. That's a little bit much thermal paste, but you know what? It's non-electrical conductive. Excuse me. Would help if I had the battery in. Hey, I got an error code. I think it's because it's a CPU kind of thing, so it looks like I might have to update the BIOS. That's what I figured. Yeah, well, at least it's worth a shot, so I'll go ahead and get the M620 put back in. Would help if I had it locked down. Let's not just forget to lock the CPU down. Don't mind me. Remember the one time I was transferring parts from one case to another. I pulled a rookie move, and as soon as I got CPU cooler in, the system wasn't passing post. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to flip the CPU lever down on the socket. And that's why I wasn't posting. Now, that was almost 6 years ago, actually. It was either 4 or 6 years ago I had that little screw up. Try this again. Give me video. Yes, perfect. Yes, I know. And guess what? We have a quad-core CPU in here. Sweet. Alright, so the Latitude on button is on. Hold on, let me go ahead and adjust my angle here so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so we got that. I think I had set Operation AHCI here. Yes. Alright, cool. Go ahead and slap the SSD back in. Cool. Alright, let's see what Windows has to say. Gonna get that going. Get the Dell Latitude on up. There we go. There, it's sitting at about 80 something degrees. About my, how am I doing on battery? 1 hour, ouch. Yeah, make sure I change out the thermal paste. Oh, not getting any throttling though. We're at 1.7 gigahertz. Alright. Next step of business. Let's go ahead and update the BIOS. I think I got... .08. I'll go ahead and go to Dell.com, grab another one. This thing's a lot more snappier since I put that CPU in. No, I'm very surprised I don't have any thermal throttling. I probably should install the Intel drivers before I do anything. Yeah, Peter falling asleep. I forgot I was in my downloads folder. Downloads. There you are. Yeah, the software utility I'm using is called Display Driver Uninstaller. I will have to show you guys some. I'll have to show you this software sometime on a upcoming Software Sunday. It's been a while since I did stuff like that, you know? I mean, it really hasn't fazed me much. Man, my battery is freaking crapping tonight. Restart time. Excuse me. Go ahead and get the NV3100 video drivers. I'm gonna have to use Crappernet Explorer, fortunately. Well, the only things I have to use Crappernet Explorer for. Yes, Avast, I know. No need to tell me every stinking time. Run. I'm gonna drink plenty of water, folks. After this, I'll probably go ahead and pull up GPU Z. Maybe a CPU temps at that. Yeah, mid 60s. That's not bad at all. Wait till I put this thing under load. Hoping to have at least cooldown here, so when I go to do some transcoding on the go, I'm not gonna get everything else put in yet. Alright, let's go ahead and put this little thing back on. Excuse me. Try to find some new drivers somewhere. Green continue. Next. I'll maybe overclock the GPU on this a little bit. Although I have 512 megabytes of memory, not gonna be the best for gaming, but it's not a gaming laptop by any means. Yeah, it's gonna be a big upgrade from the HD graphics from the first gen. Because we all know Intel very often has crappy graphics, but they have come a long way. I still prefer having dedicated graphics if at all possible. It's just much more easier, granted it drains more battery on my, well, it drains more juice on my battery. Yeah, no need for 3D vision. This thing can't do 3D anyway. Make sure my activation is still good. There we go. That's the most recent, yeah, let's go ahead and download this driver. It's much more newer. Granted, I have a long-term support, but I really don't need that. Ooh. Highest that my CPU got on Core 3 is 93 degrees C. But yeah. These things are rocking and rolling now. That makes me happy. Yeah, of course. Yeah, let me check DDU. All I basically had to do is update BIOS. And so in the meantime, this laptop had a chance to cool off real quick. Oh, my desk didn't get that hot. Cool. Alright, be right back. There we go. Yeah, in case you wonder what thermal paste I often use, here's what I use. The Arctic Illumina something something something. But it is a ceramic polysynthetic thermal compound by Arctic Silver. It's what I like to use because it is ceramic based, and I often find ceramics to work the best from my experience. Just saying. I mean, I got a couple of syringes of it from Newegg for not a bad price. Can't remember how much that actually was. Too bad I don't have anything to use to spread it out. Like a old credit card. Wait a minute, I think I might have something. Old driver's license. No, permit, driver license, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Nice and evenly distributed, for the most part. Cooler back in. Of course, the CMOS bar is going to give me issues, as always. Alright. Let's get this put in. There's my express card slot. Alright. All I have to do is pop the main cover back on after I wipe it down, of course. My laptop can breathe. Alright, is that everything? Yes. Oops, might want to put that cover back on. There we go. Alright. We're good to go now. Test out that Latitude on, see what it's like. See, this is my first time actually using it. No, not worried about it. I'll play around with it later. Yeah, GPU is looking a little toasty. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream for tonight, so I get around for bed so I can get around for work later on, and also get the BIOS on this thing updated. So I will see you guys sometime soon. Thank you for staying around if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment on YouTube once I get this uploaded. Have a good night, folks.